Hello YouTube family, this month we're bringing you a balance challenge. And swimmers, we're not known to have the best balance or relationship to the ground, so we're gonna give you guys 4 great variations of picking your challenge and get a little bit better. My name is Dennis Hekmati. I am bringing you guys all of these videos and also these challenges where you can win some prizes. And also like, share, subscribe to keep our channel growing, and we'll promise you that we will give you guys the workouts that you'd like to see. Just comment below and we'll promise to make them. And if you upload yourself doing the challenge, tag a friend and tag Swimmer Strength to challenge them, you are in for the running to win a super band, a red band, or a purple band for this upcoming month. Now let's look into how we can improve our balance. Balance is tricky. Many coaches out there do not believe that balance improves performance. And it is more correlated to injury prevention because it is a lot more stability. However, if we have a lot more control on the one leg, it is probably more likely that we will be able to control more forces and more power off of that one leg, especially if we're jumping off of the block. Now, when we're working balance, there are 2 main things that I want us to focus on. The first one is the spine. The spine needs to be as straight as possible, and we want to avoid it moving around excessively. The second one is our foot. The foot on the ground needs to be planted as firmly as possible. When we are balancing, it's easy to sway either onto the toes, to the side of the foot, or to the inside of the foot. But think about keeping your heel, the big toe, and also the little toe, all of your toes clammed onto the ground as firmly as you can when you're doing any of these movements. Now let's look at the options that you have. The first option is just taking off your shoe and putting your shoe on. I see so many swimmers that are unable to keep their spine engaged and actually hunching down when they are untying their shoes and taking their socks off. Instead, get down on one knee and straighten up your posture a little bit more. A good challenge is for you to actually stay planted on one leg, take your entire shoe off, put the sock on, put the shoe back on, and tie your entire shoelace back on without falling off to the ground. That is a great way of looking at how stable you can be on one leg. Now, the main challenge is balancing on one leg for an entire minute on both legs. And you know that you can be stable if you are moving as little as possible. Ideally, I want the opposite knee in line with your hip so that you can ideally see your toe a little bit. I do not want our leg to be fully flexed so the heel goes up to our butt. Rather, stay still on the planted leg and bring the leg that is up right in front of you so you can see it. That way we have a little bit more engagement in our hip flexors and also deeper into our core muscles called transverse abdominis. 1 minute on each leg, that's my challenge to you. A third challenge to build on a one-leg balance is to simply rotate transverse side to side. We want to essentially go inward as far as we possibly can to get our sartorius adductor muscles as engaged as possible. That's for breaststrokers a lot, IMers, and then open up the hip as much as we possibly can to turn away while keeping the foot still firmly planted. And as we are moving in and out, we are using both stabilizing muscles and antagonist and agonistic muscles that are actually keeping us healthy and stable, similarly to when we are pushing off the wall, when we're getting off each turn, but also when we are getting off the block in the start. So even though we're not rotating, these are stabilizing muscles that need to be active when we are actually generating high power. The last challenge is simply lateral jumps, and the main emphasis is to keep the pressure in the middle of the foot as much as possible as we're jumping side to side. In between each jump, we need to make sure that we're finding the pressure, absorbing the force, coming back to neutral, before we're jumping back to the other side. What's common here to do is actually to jump slightly forward, and I'm finding myself doing that a little bit as I'm doing this challenge. However, the main focus here is to be pressure in the middle of your foot and keeping the spine from swaying. When we're adding this little bit of a jump, it becomes a little bit more powerful and harder for our body to be aware of where we are in space. Now the deep stabilizing muscles have to fire together in order to absorb the body and not continue on to the side. That is the last challenge for you guys. Those are our challenges for you. Now get out there, pick the challenge that works best for you, or try all of them. Upload a video of you, tag and challenge a friend and Swimmer Strength, and you're up to win a super band, either yellow, red, or purple one. Like always, like, share, subscribe, comment below what you would like to see, what kind of workouts, what information do you want to know more about, and we promise you to bring you those videos. Guys, a great pleasure like always. Get your balance better, and we'll see you next week.